People are never going to sit down and do 300 hours worth of research on a topic.
As someone with a PhD in pharmacology, and I will mention immunology, explain the actual science of how vaccines work and how the body then goes to create the necessary antibodies.
It's actually the same process as when you're infected with a virus.
Right.
And so it's the same answer for both. I'll answer it from a vaccine standpoint. You get the injection in your arm.
Right.
What have you just injected? Most often little pieces of the pathogen. So what happens in your arm tissue? Pretty much nothing right there. You've got one big immune cell that comes in and scoops it up. It takes it to your draining lymph node, is what it's called. So it goes through this whole separate pathway in your body. You've got your blood circulatory system. Most people don't know, you actually have a separate, almost circulation system called
lymphatic system.
So the white blood cells travel from wherever you got the injection. It carries it back to a lymph node, and it starts showing it to all these other immune cells. And it says, do you recognize this? No. Do you recognize this? No. Until it finds one.
Oh, it's like a lineup.
It is. And the neat part is all of those cells that are just sitting in your lymph node waiting to be shown something they
They'll
recognize.
sit there like this.
Like the guy for the car at the
so
airport.
if they don't recognize it, then what?
Nothing happens.
And then the one lymph node is just like, take your time. It's okay.
Exactly. The immune cell's getting tired walking along. But all of those cells were randomly generated in advance.
Right.
So before COVID ever existed, you had in your body T cells and B cells that recognized COVID. And then when you eventually got infected for the first time or got your vaccine, it was like their time to shine, basically. They're like, oh, hey, I know that one.
Right.
When that happens, that cell gets activated. It multiplies, multiplies, multiplies. It starts making antibodies
Right.
that go back to your site of infection, go throughout your whole body. It also activates T cells. So T cells are the ones that recognize, oh, that friendly cell is infected with a virus. I better kill that
I
cell.
have to kill that cell.
Right, exactly. So you get this combination of antibodies that are floating around to neutralize the virus when it's in between cells, and T cells to kill the ones that are incubating virus actively. And that same process happens whether you've been infected with a virus. It still takes the piece of virus and goes to the lymph node and activates the B and T cells.
Here's something I never understood. There are people who had pretty serious side effects to the COVID vaccine. If the vaccine is doing what COVID itself would have done, does that mean they would have had those same side effects had they gotten COVID straight up?
I don't think so. I don't know of data to say one way or the other. If the severity of your vaccine response is predictive.
Doesn't know the data one way. That's honest. You get a more
honest
guy.
but boring. That's
I
trade-off.
can cope with that.
No, I just want to call out that when a scientist is speaking and they're honest about their work, and they don't people say, I don't know one way or another. That's honest.
I'd rather that.
Right?
Yeah, I can
But
cope
you could
with that.
lie to us and be really confident, and then we'll just do what you say.